In a simple backyard corner, there's a colorful row of small pots. These aren't ordinary ceramic pots, but recycled plastic bottles transformed into cute animals. A panda with round eyes, a cat with pointed ears, a white rabbit with rosy cheeks. Each pot has its own character, as if greeting everyone who passes by. Making them wasn't as hard as imagined. Used plastic bottles were cut into desired shapes, then given a white base coat. Once dry, animal faces took shape with colorful acrylic paints. Eyes, nose, ears, and cheeks were made with loving detail. Even children could join in, painting according to their imagination. These pots aren't just decorations. They're also home for tiny ornamental plants, succulents, mini snake plants, and paper flowers. Each time they're watered, water drips gently through small holes in the pot's base, ensuring the plants stay fresh. Besides beautifying the garden, this idea helps reduce plastic waste that often goes to waste. From something considered trash, a work of art was born that can make anyone smile. Imagine if every home had a garden corner filled with these cute animal pots. The environment would be greener, and hearts would be happier. This simple creativity proves that happiness can grow, even from discarded plastic bottles. In the middle of a lush courtyard, the soothing sound of trickling water can be heard. It's not from an expensive fountain, but from a used plastic bottle transformed into a beautiful mini fountain. With creativity, the bottle was cut, shaped, and arranged into several tiers like flower petals that hold water before it gently flows downwards. The process is quite simple. Used bottles are cut into small bowl shapes. Then their edges are shaped to resemble petals. The bottom of the bottle is perforated for water flow and connected to a small pipe linked to a mini pump. Bright acrylic paint makes it even more attractive, as if it were real flowers spouting water. This mini fountain not only beautifies the garden, but also brings tranquility to anyone sitting near it. Small birds often come to drink, butterflies flutter around the flowers, and the air feels cooler. The specialty of this creation lies in its success in transforming plastic waste into a functional decorative element. Instead of letting bottles pile up in the trash, they are given a new life that can last a long time. Every drop of flowing water reminds us that beauty doesn't always have to be expensive. Sometimes it's born from the simplest things, which we often overlook. And from a used plastic bottle, a small oasis is created that makes a home feel like a personal paradise. When night falls, the small garden behind the house transforms into a world full of light. Among the flowers and ornamental plants, rows of tiny lamps made from used plastic bottles emit a soft glow from the LED lights within. Each bottle has been transformed into a colorful lantern with unique patterns that reflect light like tiny stars. The creation process is quite enjoyable. Plastic bottles are cleaned. Then their exteriors are decorated with transparent acrylic paint or adorned with patterned stickers. Small holes are made in the bottle walls to create a patterned light effect. Inside, small energy-efficient LED lights are installed, making them safe and long-lasting. Some lamps even come with solar sensors, so they light up automatically when night falls. The result is a warm and romantic evening atmosphere. These lights not only illuminate the garden pathways, but also provide a sense of peace for anyone enjoying them. Children love running among the colorful lights, while adults can relax and chat under their glow. In addition to beautifying the garden, these lamps also serve as a tangible example that plastic waste can be transformed into functional and aesthetic objects. With a little creativity, even used bottles can become part of cherished family moments. Every time the lights turn on, they serve as a reminder that small acts of kindness, like reducing waste and creating something beautiful, always bring light, even on the darkest night. On a previously plain and boring back wall, fresh plants now grow in rows of vertically arranged used plastic bottles. This is a vertical garden, a clever solution for homes with limited space, as well as a creative way to reduce plastic waste. Plastic bottles are cut horizontally, given holes at the bottom for drainage, then painted in bright, cheerful colors. Strong string or wire is used to hang the bottles on the wall, forming a green display that pleases the eye. Each bottle contains different plants. There are vegetables like lettuce and kangkung, herbs like mint and basil, and even ornamental flowers that beautify the corner of the house. When morning arrives, sunlight illuminates the fresh leaves and the surrounding air feels cooler. The homeowner can pick fresh basil leaves for cooking or simply enjoy the scent of rosemary growing abundantly. This vertical system maximizes space. Even narrow hallways or fences can become beautiful green gardens. In addition to aesthetic and functional benefits, this project brings a unique sense of satisfaction. There's pride in seeing a bottle that was once just trash now becoming a useful part of daily life. And every drop of water that falls from the top bottle to the bottom one creates a small, calming rhythm, as if nature itself is smiling at this creativity. A hanging bottle vertical garden is proof that no space is too small for a garden, as long as we have imagination and willingness. On a bright morning, the joyful chirping of birds fills the air in the garden. Right on the branch of a mango tree hangs a unique bird feeder, made from a used plastic bottle. Its colors are bright, its shape is appealing, and most importantly, the birds love it. Used plastic bottles are thoroughly cleaned. Then their sides are cut to form an opening. The cut edges are smooth to be safe for small bird beaks. At the bottom, a perch made of wood or a discarded spoon is added for birds to rest comfortably. Weather-resistant acrylic paint is used to decorate the bottle, creating a cheerful look that blends with the garden. Food like seeds, shelled corn, or brown rice is placed inside the bottle, and gravity automatically fills the eating hole. Every time a bird perches, the sound of their flapping wings and their chirping adds to the beauty of the morning atmosphere. The presence of this feeder not only makes the garden more lively, but also helps maintain the local ecosystem. Visiting birds will naturally spread plant seeds, aid in pollination, and, of course, provide delightful entertainment for the whole family. There's a unique satisfaction in seeing a plastic bottle that was once just trash now become a mini restaurant for wild birds. This creativity teaches that sharing with other creatures doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes it just takes a little time, a used bottle, a heart that cares for nature. On the edge of the small garden, an unusual fence stands. It's not made of wood or iron, but a neat row of used plastic bottles arranged to form a beautiful pattern. From a distance, this fence looks like a colorful mosaic reflecting the sunlight, making the garden appear brighter and more vibrant. The process begins with collecting plastic bottles of various colors: clear, green, blue, and brown. Each bottle is cleaned, dried, then filled with sand or small pebbles to make it sturdier. These bottles are then attached to a wire or wooden frame, forming a wall that serves not only as a boundary but also as a work of art. Some bottles are cut in half and painted with weather-resistant acrylic paint, creating patterns of flowers, leaves, or geometric shapes. When sunlight passes through the gaps in the bottles, colorful light reflects onto ground and plants, creating a stunning visual effect. This fence is not just an aesthetic element. It's also a symbol of environmental care. It proves that discarded items can have a second life that is more beautiful and useful. Additionally, this bottle fence is durable, inexpensive, and easy to maintain, perfect for anyone who wants to decorate their garden with a unique touch. And every time the wind blows, the soft sound of the bottles rubbing against each other adds harmony to the garden, making it feel like a refuge from the hustle and bustle of the outside world. In a shady corner of the garden stands a small, cylindrical house made from used plastic bottles. From the outside, it may look simple, but inside it's a cozy home for beneficial insects like stingless bees, ladybugs, and small butterflies. Their presence makes the garden livelier and also helps with pollination. The process is quite easy. Large plastic bottles are cleaned, then their tops are open to provide ventilation. The inside is filled with small bamboo pieces, dried twigs, straw, and hollow wood pieces. All these materials provide an ideal place for insects to lay eggs, rest, or hide from bad weather. The outside of the bottle is decorated with eco-friendly paint to blend with the garden colors. When morning arrives, small bees fly in and out of this tiny house, carrying pollen they collect from the surrounding flowers. Butterflies often perch nearby, and ladybugs work to protect the plants from pests. In this way, the insect house made from used bottles helps maintain the garden's ecosystem balance. The beauty of this project lies in its tangible impact. Besides reducing plastic waste, it also invites new, beneficial life. Every time you see this tiny house, there's a sense of pride in having created a safe space for small creatures who play a big role in nature. And as evening falls, the soft sunlight illuminates the insect house as if providing warmth to its inhabitants, reminding us that harmony with nature can start from something as simple as a used bottle. On a small table on the house terrace, clear plastic bottles transformed into simple hydroponic containers are neatly lined up. Inside, the white roots of plants dangle in the water, while their leaves grow fresh and green above. No soil, no dirt, just water, nutrients, and enough sunlight. The creation of this hydroponic system is very beginner-friendly. Plastic bottles are cut into two parts. The top part is inverted like a funnel and then placed in the bottom part, which contains the nutrient solution. A piece of flannel cloth or a cotton wick connects the two, helping to absorb water to the plant roots automatically. Vegetable seeds like lettuce, spinach, or kangkung can thrive in a matter of weeks. This method is water efficient, easy to maintain, and suitable for limited spaces like balconies or kitchens. Every morning, the owner only needs to check the water level and ensure the plants get enough light. No need for daily watering, as the system maintains moisture automatically. In addition to providing fresh, pesticide-free vegetable harvest, this project also offers personal satisfaction. There's pride in seeing used bottles, once just waste, now becoming a source of healthy food. Children can also learn about plant growth cycles in a fun and educational way. When harvest time comes, fresh lettuce is picked directly from the bottle, washed, and served at the dinner table. It tastes sweeter, fresher, and more meaningful because it grew from creativity, environmental care, and a little patience. In a lush backyard, an old mango tree now looks much more cheerful. Its branches are adorned with colorful flowers that, it turns out, aren't real flowers at all, but creations made from used plastic bottles. When the wind blows, the bottle petals spin gently, reflecting sunlight like natural jewelry. The creation process is full of joy. Clear or colored plastic bottles are cut to top. Then their edges are shaped to resemble petals. Acrylic paint or bright spray paint is used to add an artistic touch. Some decorations are given beads in the center to look like flower pistils. To make them spin, each flower is attached to a thin wire or small nail that allows free movement when blown by the wind. These decorations not only beautify the garden, but also attract curious butterflies and small birds. Children love seeing these magic flowers, while adults enjoy the warm atmosphere created. Besides being beautiful, this project is a tangible example that creativity can turn trash into art. Bottles that would usually end up in landfills now become elements that bring happiness. And because they are weather resistant, these decorations can last a long time, making the garden always look lively throughout the year. Every time the afternoon light reflects on the surface of the bottle petals, it seems to send a message that beauty doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes, it's born from simple things we make with heart. The evenings in the backyard now feel magical. Among the flower bushes and pathways, beautiful lanterns line up, emitting a warm glow. Who would have thought that all these lanterns are made from used plastic bottles transformed into luminous garden art? Plastic bottles are cleaned and then cut into the desired shapes. Some are kept as whole cylinders, while others are cut to form small windows with simple engraved patterns. The bottle surfaces are then decorated using glass paint, colored transparent paper, or patterned stickers. Inside, small LED lights or electric candles are placed to create a safe and long-lasting glow. These lanterns can be hung from tree branches, placed on garden tables, or lined up along pathways. When the night breeze blows, the lanterns sway gently, reflecting dancing light among the leaves. In addition to enhancing the evening ambience, bottle lanterns also serve as proof that plastic waste can have a second, enchanting life. This project is easy to do with family. Even children can help color or attach decorations to the bottles. Every time the lights turn on, these lanterns seem to invite us to sit longer in the garden, enjoy warm conversations, or simply soak in the tranquility of the night. And behind that light lies a story that beauty can grow from a simple intention to transform something and used into a part of meaningful moments. In the neat vegetable garden, each row of plants has a unique, striking marker. It's not a wooden board or new plastic, but creation from used plastic bottles transformed into colorful plant labels. With these markers, there's no more confusion distinguishing basil leaves from mint or tomatoes from chilies. The making process is simple. Plastic bottles are cut into flat or elongated triangular shapes. Then their edges are smooth for safe use. The surface of the cup bottle is painted with bright colors, and the plant name is written using a permanent marker or waterproof paint. For a more attractive look, some markers are given small drawings corresponding to plant type. For example, tiny red tomatoes or curved green chilies. These markers are then stuck into the soil using small wooden sticks, wire, or leftover bottle pieces themselves. Because they are made from recycled plastic, these markers are weather-resistant and won't easily be damaged by rain or heat. Another advantage of this project is the almost zero cost, as the main material is plastic waste that would usually be discarded. Additionally, bottle markers give a personal touch to the garden, as if each plant has a clear identity. Every time you walk in the garden, these markers greet you with cheerful colors, making gardening more organized and enjoyable. This is a small example that creativity not only beautifies, but also simplifies daily life. In a corner of the backyard, there's a tiny house that looks warm and inviting. Its round door is adorned with bright paint, while its roof is made of neatly arranged plastic bottle pieces. It's not a toy house, but shelter for an orange cat who loves to nap inside. The construction of this house begins with selecting large plastic bottles, such as used water gallons. The bottom of the gallon serves as a floor, while the front side is cut to form the entrance. The walls and roof are decorated with weather-resistant paint or colorful plastic pieces. To make it more comfortable, the interior is padded with old fabric or a thin carpet, so pets can rest warmly. This house can be placed on a patio, in the garden, or even indoors. Because it's made of plastic, it's waterproof and easy to clean. Besides cats, small dogs, or even baby rabbits can use it as a shelter. This project not only benefits pets, but also serves as a creative way to reduce large plastic waste that is difficult to process. With a little creativity, a discarded gallon that would have just piled up now transforms into a comfortable and functional home. Every time the cat peeks out from the round door, the homeowner smiles proudly, not only because their beloved pet has a new home, but also because that home was born from environmental care and love for the small creatures who faithfully accompany them. In the shady backyard, the joyous laughter of children playing can be heard. They take turns sitting on a simple yet unique swing, made from a large recycled plastic bottle. This swing is not just a toy, but also proof that creativity can bring happiness from simple materials. The swing's construction begins by selecting a large plastic bottle, such as a used water gallon or plastic drum. The side of the bottle is cut and shaped to form a seat, and the edges are smooth for safety. Nylon rope or strong cord is attached to both sides and tied to a tree branch or metal frame. For added comfort, the seat is padded with fabric or thin foam, and the entire bottle surface is decorated with bright, eye-catching colors for children. This swing is sturdy, lightweight, and safe to use with adult supervision. Additionally, its unique shape makes children more interested in playing outdoors, reducing their screen time. The benefits are not only for entertainment, but also for education. Children learn that discarded items can be transformed into something fun and useful. Every time they play, they'll remember that their favorite swing was once just a used bottle. Late afternoon becomes a favorite time for the family. While supervising the children playing, parents can relax, enjoy the gentle breeze, and smile at how simple the raw materials for happiness can be. On a busy morning, homeowners no longer worry about their garden plants wilting, all thanks to an automatic plant watering system made from used plastic bottles. This simple system ensures plants receive water regularly, even when homeowners are away. The creation process is very easy. Used plastic bottles are filled with water. Then their caps are perforated with a hot nail. The bottle is then inverted and stuck into the soil near the plant roots. Through the small hole, water will slowly drip, maintaining soil moisture throughout the day. For long-term watering, large bottles like used gallons can be used, while for small pots, a 1.5-liter bottle is sufficient. Some sprinklers are made more creatively by adding small tubes that connect the bottle to several plants at once. Others decorate their bottles with colorful paint to make them look beautiful in the garden. The benefits are tangible: healthier plants, water savings, and homeowners don't have to bother watering every day. This system also helps plants survive during hot seasons or when rain is scarce. What makes this project special is its simplicity. With materials often considered trash, an efficient, inexpensive, and eco-friendly solution is created. Every drop of water flowing from the bottle is like a small gift for plants, a sign of silent care that works even when we're not there. In a shady corner of the garden stands a long, sturdy, yet colorful bench. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary bench, but closer inspection reveals that its frame is made of hundreds of tightly packed and strongly bound used plastic bottles. Sitting on it, one can hardly believe that plastic waste can be transformed into comfortable and aesthetic furniture. The manufacturing process begins with collecting plastic bottles of uniform size. Each bottle is cleaned, dried, and filled with sand or small pebbles to add weight and strength. These bottles are then arranged to form the base and backrest, then covered with thin wooden planks or waterproof fabric for comfortable seating. The exterior is decorated using bright paint or geometric patterns that give a modern impression. This bench is not only environmentally friendly, but also weather-resistant and can be used for various purposes, from relaxing and reading a book to being a gathering spot for family events in the garden. Due to its sturdy construction, this bench can withstand heavy loads without fear collapsing. The specialty of this project lies in the message it carries, that discarded items, if managed creatively, can become something useful and long-lasting. Every time guests sit on this bench, they're always surprised to learn that its basic material is used plastic bottles. This bench is not just a seat. It is a symbol of transformation, from waste to comfort, from trash to a proud work of art. In a corner of the house terrace, a tiered plant rack stands full of flowers and ornamental plants. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary wooden shelf, but on closer inspection, each support is made of vertically stacked used plastic bottles. The result is not only sturdy, but also has a unique aesthetic value that makes it a focal point. The manufacturing process begins by collecting large plastic bottles, such as 1.5-liter drink bottles or small gallons. These bottles are cleaned and then filled with sand or gravel to increase stability. After that, the bottles are stacked in tiers and connected with wooden planks or bamboo pieces as shelf bases. Each tier of the shelf is adorned with potted ornamental plants, from bright paper flowers to beautifully cascading hanging plants. This rack is perfect for homes with limited space as it utilizes vertical space. Additionally, its lightweight construction makes it easy to move to a shadier area or one with better sunlight. With a touch of colorful paint, this rack can also be a refreshing decoration. The specialty of the bottle plant rack is its ability to combine function and beauty. It not only reduces plastic waste, but also provides new space for plants to thrive. And every time they see it, homeowners feel proud to have transformed and used materials into a beneficial creation. This rack teaches that creativity is not just about ideas, but about the courage to try, even when materials considered worthless. A plain wall behind a house has now been transformed into a colorful and lively work of art. Used plastic bottles are cut, shaped, and then arranged into stunning three-dimensional wall decorations. There are wide-petaled flowers, butterflies with sparkling wings, and even abstract patterns that reflect sunlight. Every piece of a bottle seems to have its own story. The creation process begins by collecting plastic bottles of various colors and sizes. The bottom part of the bottle is cut to resemble a flower, while the sides of the bottle are shaped into leaves or butterfly wings. All elements are then painted with bright colors using weather-resistant acrylic paint. Once dry, the pieces are attached to the wall in a specific pattern, creating a mesmerizing three-dimensional effect. During the day, sunlight reflects off the plastic surfaces, creating a beautiful sparkle. At night, some decorations are fitted with small LED lights, so the wall remains alive with a soft glow. This decoration not only beautifies the garden, but also becomes a favorite photo backdrop for family and visiting guests. Its beauty lies in a simple message, that even discarded items can become works of art if given a chance. Every time they see that colorful wall, homeowners feel as if they have a private art gallery in their own garden. The 3D bottle wall decoration is not just a decoration, but also a statement that creativity can transform something considered trash into something of high value, both aesthetically and emotionally. On a simple house terrace, there's a unique small pond. Instead of being made of cement or glass, this pond is actually made from large plastic bottles, cut and neatly arranged. The clear water inside reflects the sunlight, while small fish swim agilely, creating a calming sight for anyone who sees it. The making process uses large transparent plastic bottles, such as used gallons or drums. The top part of the bottle is cut and the edges are smooth to be safe. The bottle is then filled with clean water. Small pebbles are added to the bottom, and a few mini aquatic plants are included to enhance the appearance. Small fish like guppies or betta fish can be released into it. To beautify it, several bottles are arranged in a row, forming a tiered pond where water can be flowed from one bottle to another using a small hose. Some also add a mini pump so that the water continuously flows, creating a calming trickling sound. This bottle fish pond not only beautifies the yard, but also creates a calming natural atmosphere. Children love feeding the fish every morning, while adults enjoy relaxing moments near it. The uniqueness of this project lies in its simplicity. From plastic waste that was once useless, a small ecosystem is born that brings life. Every fish swimming in it seems to be a symbol of harmony, reminding us that happiness can come from small acts of creativity and care for the environment. Beside the small vegetable garden, a simple compost bin stands, surprisingly made from used plastic bottles. From the outside, it resembles a layered transparent tube, but inside, a natural machine works to transform kitchen scraps into fertile organic fertilizer. The method is quite easy. Large plastic bottles or gallons are cut at the top to serve as an opening. Several small holes are made around the bottle walls to allow air in, aiding the decomposition process. Kitchen waste such as fruit peels, wilted vegetables, or dry leaves are put into the bottle. For faster results, a layer of soil or a little old compost is added as a starter. Every few days, the contents of the bottle are stirred with a wooden stick to maintain air circulation. In a few weeks, the food scraps that were once just trash will turn into rich, black, crumbly soil full of nutrients. This natural fertilizer can then be used to fertilize vegetables, flowers, or ornamental plants in the garden. In addition to reducing household waste, this bottle compost bin also teaches environmentally friendly habits. Children can learn how their kitchen waste returns to nature in a beneficial form. And for homeowners, there's a sense of pride in seeing a used bottle that would normally be thrown away, now becoming an important part of the plant life cycle. The bottle compost bin is tangible proof that simple things can have a big impact. From something considered dirty and useless, a source of new life is created that cultivates green hope in every corner of the garden. In the middle of the small green garden, there's a large wall clock that looks unique and aesthetic at the same time. Its hands turn slowly, showing the time, but its frame is not made of wood or metal, but from neatly arranged used plastic bottles forming a circle. The result is a functional work of art that combines creativity with environmental care. The creation of this clock begins with collecting plastic bottles of various sizes and colors. The bottom part of the bottle, which resembles a flower, is cut, then arranged in a circle like numbers on a clock. Each petal of the bottle is then attached to a baseboard covered with bright paint. In the center, a simple clock mechanism, easily found in craft stores, is installed. The clock hands are made from thin plastic pieces, or can also use old clock hands that are repainted. The final result is a wall clock that not only functions, but also beautifies the garden. When sunlight hits the plastic surface, colorful shadows appear around the clock, giving a lively impression to the outdoor space. This garden clock also has symbolic value. That time is precious, and every second can be filled with beneficial things, including small efforts to reduce plastic waste. Every time the homeowner or guest see the clock, they not only remember the time, but also the story behind it, a journey of transforming waste into something valuable. The aesthetic garden clock made from used bottles is a simple yet meaningful work. It is not only a reminder of time, but also a reminder that creativity and care can go hand in hand.